हेलो स्टूडेंट्स आज जो हम टॉपिक करने वाले हैं वो एक्सरसाइज 2.1 है पॉलिनोमियल्स की। तो देखिए इसमें फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो है उसमें बोला गया है कि जो एक्सप्रेशन है आपका फॉलोइंग एक्सप्रेशन, ये सारे एक्सप्रेशंस आर गिवन। तो इसके जो पॉलिनोमियल्स हैं वी नीड टू टेल दैट दीज पॉलिनोमियल्स आर ऑफ वन वेरिएबल और नॉट, and in every case either it's a polynomial of one variable or it is a not a variable of not a polynomial of one variable. We need to state the reason for that, right? So come, let's solve this. So here I have written the questions, right? So the first question is, this 4x square minus 3x plus 7. Okay, now let's solve this. It's 4x square minus 3x plus 7. Okay, now here there are two steps to solve this, right? Okay, first of all we need to check how many variables are there. Secondly, what is the power of those variables? So the first thing is the variable in this expression is only x, right? And its power in both cases, I mean case 1 and case 2 here, in both cases, and its power in both the cases is 2 and 1. Here the power of x is 2 and here the power of x is 1. Okay, the powers are 2 and 1. The variable in this expression is only x. There is no other variable like y, z, a, b, c, whatever, t, z. Okay, so here is only x and the power is 2 and 1, which are whole numbers, which are whole numbers. So it means this expression a polynomial, okay, is a polynomial and is of one variable. Okay, so we can say that it is a polynomial of one variable. Though I hope you have got the first one. Now we'll solve the second one, which is y square plus under root 2 or square root 2. Okay, now we need to consider only the variable, not this one, so there is no confusion in it. Now here the variable the variable here is only y and its power is 2, which is a whole number, okay, which is a whole number. So it is a polynomial, so it is a polynomial of one variable. Okay, I hope you have got this. Okay, now let's do the third one. It is this one, this question, 3t plus t root 2. Let's write it down here. It's 3t root t plus t root 2. Okay, So we need to consider the variables here. So the both of these are variables. Okay. Now I must tell you roughly, I mean this is not the fair thing, but if the question is like this, so this is 1 upon 2, okay, this t is 1 upon 2, and if it is 3, so this is 1 upon 3, okay. So now here this is the case here. So this 3 root t is equal to t raised to the power 1 upon 3. So here the I must tell you what is the power here. Here the power of this one is 1 upon 3, and the power of the second the same variable here, but in the second case it is the power is 1 here. So we can write here that the powers of the variable, one variable, here's only one variable, the powers of the one variable t are 1 upon 3 and 1, which now in the first case it is not a whole number, right? In the first case the power is not a whole number, so it is not a polynomial. I hope you got this. It is not the polynomial, but you need to write it like this, okay? The variable here is only t, and its power are 1 upon 3 and 1, which are not whole numbers, so it is not a polynomial. Fine. Now let's solve the fourth one. It's y plus 2 upon y. Okay. Now second thing I must tell you that 1 upon y is equal to y minus 1. I hope you are getting this. Okay, so 1 upon y is equal to y raised to the power minus 1, and if it is this, then it is this, which is 2 1 upon which is 2 y minus 1. Now here the power is minus 1, right? Here the power is minus 1 to y minus 1. Okay, so if the power is in negative, the power is minus 1, then also it is not a whole number. So we can say that there is only one variable y, and the power of y in the first case is 1, and in the second case is minus 1, which are not whole numbers, so which is not a whole number, so it is not a polynomial. Okay, so we have solved third and fourth also. Now let's note down the fifth one. The question here is x raised to the power 10 plus y3 plus now t50. Now here as we can see, the variables are x, y and t, right? X, y and t. Okay, and the powers of x is 10, the power of y is 3, the power of t is 50. So all these three powers are whole numbers, so it is a polynomial because the powers are whole numbers. It is a polynomial, but there are three variables, so it is not a polynomial of one variable, it's a polynomial of three variables. Okay, so you need to explain it like this, right? The statement, right? And the first question has been solved. Now we'll move further to the second question. Now here is the second question. As you can see, okay, see the question from the book also. So this is the question that write the coefficient of x square in each of the following, and here are the expressions, right? So we need to write the coefficient of x square only, not the x, not x cube, right? Not x. We need to write the coefficient of x square only, so it is pretty easy. So let's solve it. The first question is here 2 plus x square plus x. Okay, let's write it here, 2 plus x square plus x. Now I will tell you the easiest method. You know, you need to give the factor of it first to understand it. Now what it is actually 2 plus write the dot here of the multiplication like this. Sorry, here is no power, so it is 1 dot x squared. Then now this dot is, you know, multiplication, so like we multiply 1 into 2 is 2 and 1 into x square is x square itself, so we need to write it like this so that we should be easily able to find the coefficient. Now first of all I want to introduce coefficient. What is coefficient? I call coefficient a neighbor, padosi. Okay, so we need to find what is the padosi of x square. The padosi of x square is 1 here, so you need to write that here the coefficient of here the coefficient of x square is 1, right? We need to write it like this. So it is pretty easy. Let's move to the second one. It's 2 minus x square plus x cube. If you will do this factorization step, then it is pretty easy for you to solve it. So let's do for this also. 2 minus 1 here, point x square, not point, sorry, dot x square plus x cube. Okay, so we have found the factors of it. It is minus 1, so we here can write here the, no, it's x square का पड़ोसी कौन है? minus 1, right? So here the coefficient of x square is minus 1. We need not find the coefficient of x cube or x or any constant. We just need to find the coefficient of x square. What is the demand of the question? So you need to write the statement like this, and it's pretty easy, right? Okay, now third one is pi upon 2x square plus x. Let's solve this one also. Pi upon 2 dot x square. Now we have done again the factorization like this. We have separated both of these because this one is sorry, actually I wasn't able to check that the question is visible to you or not. So now here this is the question, pi upon 2x square plus x. Now we need like we did it like this here, so we need to do it like this also. So it is pi upon 2 dot x square, right? We have separated this one. This is multiplication, right? So plus x, so we can very well see that what is the coefficient of x square here? It is pi upon 2. So we can write here okay, here the coefficient of x square is pi upon 2. I hope it's very clear. Sorry, I wasn't able to check previously that it is visible. It is a visible or not, so I started it without checking, but I'll keep this in mind in future. Okay, now this is the next one. So here there is no x square, as we can say, right? We can see it is just the x, so we need to change this equation. Now if we put here x square, then there is no x square, so we can't put it 1, right? We need to put it 0 because it can be in rough it can be 0 plus 2x minus 1. It can be like this. So for 0 we have done it like this. So you can write here the coefficient of x square is 0, right? I hope it is clear. Now we have solved the second question also. Now let's start with the third question. Okay students, now here is the third question. We need to give an example of the binomial of degree 35 and monomial of degree 100. Now we know binomial is actually having two terms and monomial is having one term only, right? Okay, now two terms means it can be both the variables or one variable and one constant, but variable is mandatory, so we can take two constants, right? So we can take two variables either, or one variable and one constant, and degree is the highest power, so highest power should be 35. And if we are taking two variables, then okay, let's start with, Now what we need to do here, the first one is binomial by sorry binomial of degree 35. Now it may be x 35 plus x 16 or x 35 plus x 10 or x 35 and one constant 100 or x 35 plus 29, like this, right? We have taken here both the variables, two variables, single variable, I mean two terms, right? Or we can also take here 35 plus y2, like this, two variables here, or one variable and one constant, but the highest degree should be 35, highest power should be 35, so it is called the degree, you can say. So this was the example of the binomial of degree 35. Now let's consider the monomial of degree 100. Now monomial is actually one term, okay, so we can take two terms, not even the constant, not another variable, so we just have to take one variable and with the power 100, or like this, or like this, whatever, but only one variable we can take. So this is the example of the second condition, right? Here the third question we have attempted. Now let's move to the fourth question. Now we have attempted the third question here. Okay, here is the fourth question. Now here we need to write the degrees of the following polynomials. Now degree is the highest power, as we all know, so let's begin with the first one. It is 5x cube plus 4x square plus 7x. Okay, now as we all know, the degree is the highest power here, so we can write here the highest power of the variable, there's only one variable x, so we can write the highest power of the variable x. Variable x is 3, so degree of this polynomial is 3. I hope we have got this. Okay, so we can go ahead with this also. So let's start with the second one. If anybody is having any doubt, can comment me in the comment box. Now let's begin with the second one. So it is 4 minus y square, right? 4 minus y square. Okay, so now here the variable is y and the highest power is 2 here, right? So we can write it, the highest power of the variable y is 2, so the degree of this polynomial is 2, right? So I leave this thing to write the statement yourself. Okay, so 5t minus root 7. Now here the variable is t here and the power of t is 1 here. Okay, so which is not having any power, so it means that it's only 1. So you can say that the highest power of the variable t is 1, so the degree of this polynomial is 1, right? So you got the third one also. Let's come to the fourth one now, which is only 3. Now this is a constant, here is no variable, so you need to write that there is no variable, it's just a constant polynomial, so the degree of this polynomial, constant polynomial is 0. Okay, so here we have solved the fourth question. Let's go to the fifth question. Okay students, here is question number 5. Okay, so now we need to classify these polynomials as linear polynomial or quadratic polynomial or cubic polynomials. Now as we know, linear is that polynomial which is having highest degree as 1. So highest degree as 1 are called linear polynomials, and highest degree as 2 are called quadratic polynomials, and highest degree as 3 are called cubic polynomials, right? So let us mention the degrees here. Now here we need to write the answers here. The first one is linear polynomials are, what are the linear polynomials now which are having the highest degree as 1? So here it is this one and this one, right? So we will write here linear polynomials are 1 plus x and 3t, right? Okay, so both of these are linear polynomials. Now quadratic polynomials are those polynomials which are having the highest degree as 2, so they are called quadratic polynomials. Now highest degree as 2, this is 1 and this is 2 and this one right, I think only this one are the quadratic yeah. Okay, so let's write the quadratic polynomials here. The first one is x square plus x. Okay, then comes this one y plus y square plus 4, and this one is not, this one is not, this one is here. Okay, this is I think r square. Okay, and r square. So this one r square. Okay, so there are three polynomials, three quadratic polynomials, so we have written that. And now we need to write cubic polynomials which are having the highest degree as 3. So this is one and this one, so we need to write that x minus x cube and 7x cube, these are the cubic polynomials, right? I have explained you each one of the question, and if still anybody is having any doubts, can mention the doubts on the comment box, or can call me on my number that is also displayed on my channel front page. Okay, so I'll be very happy to help.